Champions. Dalton, good to see you, man. How you doing?
Doing great. How are you?
Awesome, man. Awesome.
All right, Dalton. Last year was obviously weird. It was your rookie year. You had a huge game early. I think it was game 9 or 10 against Utah where you lit it up. You had an almost trade. Then you came back and had your first postseason, and now your second summer league. How are you feeling just overall about your rookie year? What do you remember the most? What are you looking to improve on?
Looking back at my rookie year, it was a great learning curve, especially throughout, like you said, my second summer league, kind of learning how to do the off-season work and, season, kind of just trying to recover my body as soon as possible before the next game. So looking back at my rookie year was really good.
What's it like working with or playing with two of the greatest playmakers in the history of the game? What's that like being on the floor?
Well, that's great as a shooter.
Yeah.
It's great as a shooter. You get to watch those guys and, you get to spot up and get ready to knock some shots down. So it's always great, get to see Luka, how he gets the ball to you, and I don't know how you get it there. So.
Yeah.
And then, just seeing LeBron, he's been doing this for, 20, going into his 21 years. So It's crazy. It's really awesome.
Can you imagine playing for 21 years?
Man, 21 years? Whew. I don't know if I could do that, but
hope so, right?
Two decades.
I could hope, but I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah.
All right, so
That's
Dalton,
crazy.
I'm pretty good friends with James Worthy, and I do the games with Michael Thompson, and they tell me that when they played for the Lakers in the 80s, they had to change the way they kept their eyes on the ball because of Magic. Because Magic would they didn't even think Magic saw them, and the next thing they do with the ball. Is it kind of the same with LeBron and Luka? Those guys are such elite passers. You really have to keep your eye on the ball. You can't just put your head down and run, right?
Yeah, no, you got to make sure you're always ready for the ball. Like you said, Magic and Luka kind of like the same.
Right.
It's like
just because you can't see them doesn't mean they can't see you.
Exactly. They're going to get you the ball whether you
can see them or not.
They're going to get you the ball. So, just always being ready just to shoot the ball and, knock down some shots, especially with those guys.
You went back to your alma mater, Tennessee, see some football a couple weeks ago. What do you think of this team, and do they have a chance to make the playoff?
Of course. Tennessee's great at every single sport there is there, and, our football team's looking great this year. Tough one to Georgia, but, we bounced back against Mississippi State. So, the Vols are always going to be great.
All right, this is a weird question. Some days the ball's going in all the time. Like I mentioned that game against Utah. I think he hit 7 or 8 threes in that game. Then you get into Summer League, and you slumped a little bit. How do you keep from getting too high or too low? On some days, everything's going in, and other days, nothing's going in. How do you keep your confidence when you're going through those highs and lows?
I would say, just staying confident. That's
shoot or shoot, thing. Right, as Reggie Miller says?
Shoot or shoot. That's one thing that I always do. One thing that I did learn is not to overwork yourself during that summertime, and, you still got to be ready for the practices that we had during the summer, and this is fun. Just get to live your dream.
As the season rolls along, and you were here last year. Who's the loudest voice in the room?
Loudest voice. What you mean by loudest?
Loudest. Leader. Loud.
Okay, leader.
Probably Bron, huh?
Yeah, Bron for sure as leader. Loudest in the locker room would be Rui. He just says stuff randomly.
He's like the guy in Ted Lasso. He just that's whatever pops into his head.
He just starts screaming stuff. So just had to clarify what we mean by loudest.
Dalton, last thing for me, what are your goals personally this year? What you just want to get a little better? Do you feel like you can jump into more of a scoring role, more of a rebounding role? What have the coaches talked to you about, and what are your goals?
Yeah, well, for sure one of my goals is be a key rotation player that they can count on. I think that's every single one of us. We got a deep roster, so just going to be the best version of myself, rebounding, shooting the ball, obviously, just staying confident as much as I can, and then being a good teammate. Like, we have a lot of great teammates on this team, so just give back.
Awesome, man. Great seeing you.
Appreciate
Looking forward to a big season.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you.
Hey, get through media day.
Yeah,
for sure.